then, as with my clients and so forth, how important is it for the investor to come back and come to continuing education experiences, quarterly events, and things of that nature? How important is that?
It's everything. I mean, it is absolutely everything, because eventually, through periods of time, even if you start with a great diversified portfolio, emotions are going to kick in. And it's going to be years like last year when the market goes down, or it's going to be periods like in the 1990s when tech stocks were making 30, 40, 50% a year, where people then get over exuberant and get greedy and then start dumping their money into investments that look like they're never going to go down. I mean, tech stocks made 30, 40% a year for 5 years in a row. It looked like a new paradigm. So disciplined, long-term, prudent investing takes ongoing communication and behavior modification, if you will, to stay disciplined, because it's just too easy to get sucked in. Let's face it, the media, the internet, the brokerage community at large have a huge vested interest in getting investors to speculate and gamble with their money. So staying connected with your coach, and going to your website, watching your videos, reading the articles, staying connected. You don't want to speculate and gamble, but you want to be actively connected to your coach.
Exactly. One question here is, sometimes clients too, when they hear something new, they've been ingrained into hearing certain things, they invest certain ways for so long, then they hear something new and they almost have this catharsis. They have to come to the belief that either what I was doing was right, or what, Mike, what you're teaching me is right, and one of the two. And some clients want to test the waters, if you will, to say, oh, okay, I'll try some of that, but I'm not really going to put all my credence in that. What do you have to say for that?
My kind of moment of truth, as you define it, came over 20 years ago, 2 decades ago. I was 26 years old. I was at a conference, and I would listen to a debate by a gentleman named Rex Sinquefield and Donald Yachman. Donald Yachman was an active stock picker. He was in Morningstar 5 stars. And Rex was an academic who had gone to the University of Chicago. And the debate was fascinating, because what the nature of the debate was, do markets work, or are they broken? Meaning, are there brilliant people that can consistently and predictably pick all the best stocks and predict which the market's going, or that by getting a market rate of return through supply and demand, which is basically the argument that Adam Smith made, that the market works, the invisible hand sets prices better than any centralized committee or any individual could, that the free market takes all this information instantaneously and long-term gives a fair return. So you really can't, you either have to believe, it's kind of like believing in communism or believing in capitalism. There really is no middle ground in this debate. Do markets work or do markets fail? If you believe that someone can consistently beat the market by picking the best stocks, you are morally obligated to try to do that. If, on the other hand, you believe markets are efficient or that markets work, you want to stop gambling. You don't want to try to predict the market. You don't want to try to forecast, because you view that as gambling and speculating. So I think it's important to make a decision for you, and for, I know you've already made yours and you have a strong conviction, and that's part of what we do is it like if you're on a diet, you want to get in better shape. You have to exercise, but you also have to stop overeating. It's kind of like being successful in investing. Yes, you want to own broadly diversified global portfolios, but you also have to stop speculating and gambling with your money. Right. So making a moral choice, having a true philosophy about investing is absolutely crucial to have long-term success.
Excellent. Mark, thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Great to see you. I was here in Cincinnati for a couple days for some investor training. It's been great, worthwhile experience. I look forward to meeting back with my clients when I get home. This again is Michael Stokes at the Investor Coaching Group. See you later. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.